Welcome back to Get With The Programming. I'm Chase Ingram.
I'm Captain America.
And along with me is Bill Grundler.
Wolverine.
And this is a Predicting the Programming fun episode. We got a lot of topics we want to hit. Some what do you thinks?
Okay.
I guess it's some predicting stuff. What's up, everyone? Bam.
Hi, guys.
Right off the bat, Travis.
Yeah, we got the usual. Characters all hopping in early.
Yeah. Corey, Bruce, Alyssa.
Corey, it'll be a fun one this time.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. It's all good. It's all good.
Damn, Dick Butter coming in hard. That's probably not a sentence anybody listening to the podcast wants to hear. Those guys listening,
a little lubed up with Dick Butter.
I apologize for that, but
dang,
man, you guys are getting vicious all the way. Yeah, the fun episode. Not that they're not fun to begin with, but last episode was a very real episode for both Bill and I. And I tell you what, guys, thank you for your all's interaction with the last episode. Thanks for the messages I got post that.
Dude, I got messages.
Yeah, really, really cool. Like,
it was really cool.
Really cool. A lot of times, it's funny is that we sit and we talk to we get an opportunity to talk to a worldwide audience on a broadcast side and obviously podcast side as well, but it's still, you can still feel very isolated.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like we're out on an island a lot of the times, even though we can connect with everybody, which is super cool, which is it's why it's so much fun to do these things live with you guys. But I always feel like I'm just talking to a screen. I know you guys are real people out there, but when you start acting like we having like a real interaction, that was something really cool. Really cool.
That was super cool. And I on mine, and I'm sure you got a lot of this too, even though you said you didn't want anyone saying anything to you. I'm sure you got plenty of people coming back and helping you out, and giving you some support. But I mean, it is very cool to not be talking to bots like Bruce Wayne. No, to have people out there that like, I mean, yeah, we're going to talk numbers and all that stuff. That's what we do. And we'll all geek out on all the CrossFit stuff. But, come down to the end of the day, we're all just people. And people deal with shit. And you have to deal with shit. And shit happens. But it's really cool to know that, we want to and try to support you guys as much as we can. And here we are airing out some weird stuff on the last show especially. And you guys support us. And that's cool. Super cool.
Speaking of support, Stefan, rock that OG shirt at the CrossFit Games. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love it. What is Wad Zombie
So
saying? What's up, dude? Day 352 of me being involved with CrossFit. Chase says, no idea. I'm not a real person. I'm still. Oh, well, yeah. Hey, let's geek out. Before we do, did you get your Bubs care package?
I haven't yet. Did you get yours?
Yeah, dude. I got
bastard.
It was so great. Every time that comes in, because it's timed out so perfectly because I'm on a subscription. And if you guys get Bubs, get on a subscription because you can get a discount for it. But it's like perfectly timed, like a month out. Like right when I'm about to run out of NCT oil powder and collagen protein, bam, it's there. And like I get a full order and it's like a big hug.
It is so true.
It's so funny, but it's great the support we get from them. It's great the support they give back to the community. I'll do a shout out right now to them because like they had to do a hard thing. Did you get the email from Sean?
Yeah,
where just the nature of the world, and look, there's some hard decisions that people have to make. Like the world is crazy right now, and they basically messaged everybody that they had to up their ticket pricing on their items by 10% just because of supply chain, inflation, like real world stuff. But they were so upfront and honest about it. So I give mad respect to them because look, we're talking about being real. I mean, Sean Lake is about as real as it gets. So I respect that. I still, I love everything they do, they stand for. And listen, you guys want to still save some money, go to bubsnaturals.com, use the code GETWITH20 for 20% off. Can you see this on my thumb? I got like I ripped my hands
Oh,
and my
dang.
first time I went and dropped in at a box. I haven't done that. I don't think I've ever I've ever done that, but I've got a new job,
Yeah.
which we can talk about. It just got announced actually. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna visit some local places and went to this early class and it was this like it was slightly overprogrammed. And this is why I don't do this. It was called Angie on Wheels. And it was Angie,
Oh,
but every 2 minutes,
calories? Oh, okay.
yeah, every 2 minutes, do 500 meters on the Concept 2 bike. And I was like, so I'm gonna get like a minute to 45 seconds to work through 100 pull-ups and push-ups, and it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, but I dropped into a gym. Things I didn't bring: my Element 26 thumb tape, my grips. It was like a chalkless gym, which I really don't know how that's really a thing, but I ripped the shit out of my hands and
Oh
my
my
thumb
gosh.
because I wrapped my thumb around the pull-up bar really hard.
Yeah.
And within the first 40, 50 reps, and I was so mad because I forgot all the things that I
How could you
currently
go to
get.
a gym and not take like, if
Well, it's the
there's certain
last thing.
things that I will take my grips before I take my belt.
Yes, but I
Like,
don't bring
I
stuff
don't
with me.
touch
You
well,
know what I mean?
no, I get it. That's true,
Like,
that's true.
I don't have a gym bag. I have a
Right.
gym. It's
You
my
have a gym.
my
That's
gym
true.
is my gym bag.
Yeah.
And I was so mad, but now I'm going to like have a home, like, what is it called? Like a go bag?
A go bag, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like a
Yeah,
go bag.
you'll have a travel sack.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm gonna log on to element26.co and have a bag just has like extra grips, extra knee sleeves, an extra weight belt, extra thumb tape. So I don't have to do this damn stuff to my hand again. And being in an oddly chalkless gym, which I'm not really sure how that works for other things. They have that like liquid chalk available.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? A bug out bag. Thank you, Dick Butter. Stefan, you guys are right. I had one of those like when we were expecting our firstborn. Like
Oh, yeah,
we had
huh?
like the bag that
Get
we're
out
gonna
of the
flee
house
the
quick.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but those grips that Element 26 has are they are chalkless, so it would have been perfect for that facility. But
Yeah.
their new weight belt that they came out with, have you seen it? Did you get one yet?
Oh, yeah, I got one. I got the
The
cool
leather.
my cool white one. Oh, I don't have the
No,
leather
no.
one.
So they just came out with a new product. It's a leather belt, but it's a Velcro strapped.
Oh,
So
that's a
like
trip.
take their normal belt, but it's made of leather, which I think is about like the thing I hate about the big thick leather belts because they're really thick, and I don't like the buckle thing.
Okay, that's made for a one-time lift, not for, like, CrossFit
Yeah,
workout.
yeah.
You know, strap that thing
So
on to where you have to use a rig to actually put it on,
mhm. Yeah,
lean into that
exactly.
thing,
It's like
you
you need
know?
3 people to put your weight belt on. You don't need
Right.
this. So it's pretty awesome. But if you guys want to check out their new gear, go to element26.co. That's .co, not .com, and use the code GET-WITH-15 for 15% off. Before we get to the games thing, I guess not to Chase can thank Alex Parker for my new role. No, my role's not changing. Will.
Hmm.
So my new role just got announced. It was basically I'll be a regional affiliate lead for the South Central states. So from Arizona to Mississippi, I'm in charge of 7 states of affiliates where I get to be a direct line of communication from our affiliates to CrossFit HQ. So I am now working. Dude, it's weird. I've got an @crossfit.com email address.
Dang, look at that.
Yeah.
So, let me look. So the line of communication now goes affiliate owner to local rep to you, to regional rep
No,
to
no,
how's it go?
to me.
Well, who are the people that they had?
That
Like,
is something that they're working with still. They'll be more kind of what they already are, is like they're more community fulfillment and community partners, but like it's going from me, like this is the line now. like
affiliate owner to you.
to me.
So you say
And if
7
there's something
How
I
many
can't,
affiliates is that now? Do you have to deal with?
it's pushing 1,000.
Dang.
I know. But I'm pumped because what I get to do is I get to have more impact for our community.
Yeah.
And I get to do more for CrossFit itself. To me, it's like a huge win because I love coaching. I love owning an affiliate. I want more people to be involved with the community. I want more affiliates to come into the fold. I want them to stick around. And I just wanted to, it's the whole OG thing, man. This is me
Yeah.
making moves. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a shirt, guys. Like, that shit means something to me on a personal level. And like, instead of talking about it, I put my name in the hat and I want to do something about it. So I want to help rebuild the culture of CrossFit. It was
Bring
weird.
back that cult, man. Bring
Hey,
back
man,
that cult feeling,
I
you
actually
know?
thought about making a shirt that just said culture, but highlighted the cult part. Like when you spelled it out.
Just we need to make one that just says
Cult.
cult with the clown in it, dude. Cult.
Yeah. Oh, NYPD, what's up?
Oh, NYP. Hey. Very cool.
Oh, no, that was the wrong one. Those will not come out.
They were very nice to me, even though I'm fire related. So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah. Friendly competition. But yeah, so that's my new role.
That's
Company
awesome.
man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'll be part counterculture, part culture, and hopefully we can all rise this tide together. So again, I want to do something and fuck it, man. I'm in. So that's my new job.
Cool. That's
I'm
very cool.
fucking pumped, man.
I'm so
Obviously I am because I just started swearing all of a sudden.
fucking pumped.
Dude, I am. I'm so pumped. I can't wait. This is great. I'm getting on calls with affiliates already. It's just really cool to connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wadzami, I'll give you my number and you can just bitch to me. All right, here's what we want to do. A few things are starting to be released for the CrossFit Games. Obviously, Bill will be there. I will also be there. We will both be broadcasting. Bill is going to run the age group show on his end. He'll be with Jeff Brightwell.
I'm stoked. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so
I'm
awesome.
super stoked. Dude, I'm so stoked to be able to give the masters the age group division like what they need. You know, like
yeah.
They have been leveling up the divisions, and my goal is to level up their broadcast, their show. You know, that's huge. That's huge.
You deserve it, man.
So, and talking about that real fast about age group. So Olivia Kirshner, okay,
yeah,
her coach Jacob Hepner just happened to drop into my gym today.
Oh, no way.
He's like, hey, Bill, I'm in town. Can I work out with you? And I'm like, what the hell are you doing over here, man?
Didn't you go see Dave?
Well, he did. And I'm like, what are you doing in town? And he's like, well, it's their 8th wedding anniversary, I guess.
Oh.
And so his wife said, I want to travel Highway 1 from top to bottom. So they took Highway 1 all the way down. So that's where they saw Dave, because they're coming down. Stopped in, saw Dave, and he's like, hey, we're going to be in town. I want to come work out. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I'm like, let me know when you're going to come in. And I thought maybe he would come in yesterday. He's like, okay, we'll be in there tomorrow to work out one of the morning classes. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And I'm like, he's like, I'll let you know. I'll talk to the wife and I'll let you know when I'm in there. Well, I'm waiting for the text message, and then all of a sudden I get up, and I didn't have to do the early classes today. I get up and I see a post at like 6 a.m. or whatever from Jacob Hepner tagging CrossFit Inferno. I'm like, well, damn, dude, I mean, I'm glad you came in, but I would not come in and work out with you at the 5:30 a.m. class. I'm not one of those guys. So super stoked. I'm just glad he was there. And he left me a workout, which is pretty interesting. He's like, I got one for you. He said 4 rounds, 2.5 minutes on, 2.5 minutes off. 500 cals on the ski erg.
Okay. 500 meters?
Or 500 meters. Sorry. 500 meters on the ski erg. And then max burpee box jump overs at a 42-inch box.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, that'll be cool.
Good. That's actually, I like that.
Yes, you bet.
Will Joel Gadet be there? Yes, Joel, I believe, will be doing the teams. there with Tanya and Jeremy.
Nice.
I think it's gonna be Jeremy Austin's first time since 2018. I think he was texting us about that.
Yeah.
One little thing for you guys here for us as we keep dodging the what we're doing here to begin with. Ken Sherpa Work sent me this.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah.
So that's going to be in the works, which the new hat, trucker hat, we have in the works, which I'm super pumped about. Oh God, that looks good.
Yeah, it does.
That looks so good.
That's gonna be my new surf hat.
Oh, idea. While we're here, because this doesn't need to be a secret, I have a goal being in this new position. I want to make gym flags, OG gym flags, but I don't want to sell them. I want to send one to every 10-year plus affiliate in the world.
Hell yes.
That's my goal.
Hell yes.
I don't give a fuck. Honestly, anything we make on this, I want it to go towards that in a certain way. Like, I'll put mine in it, and just if you're a 10 plus year affiliate owner, I want to send you one as just like, you are one of us.
Do you know how many there are?
Like, you are us.
Do you know how many there are?
I don't know.
About
maybe 1,000, 1,500, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like that's so.
I think after all the attrition and everything, the ins and outs of everybody,
I'd be curious.
I think I went from like 1,000, 1,100 to like, I think we're like around 300.
Yeah.
400 now.
And Alyssa, I've been tossing this idea around. She's like, how are we ever going for a home gym? I was thinking about it, I was like, maybe we will put them up because obviously I want people to celebrate that. And a gym flag looks freaking sick. Like, can you imagine what an OG gym flag would look? But we'll just send them to them.
Right.
Sent like, please don't buy one of these. I want to send you one as a thank you.
Yeah.
And just say thank you for holding it down. Because that's a huge milestone. I think that would be a really cool thing to do. So yeah, we can sell them.
I love it.
But if you're 10 plus, don't buy one. Don't buy one. But we'll have it out there. I want you guys to rep them. And last but not least, before we get into what we're doing, someone made a great point here, and I've been trying to mention this when we're on the show. Shayna. Oh, hey, what's up? It's Mama.
Hi,
hey,
Mom.
You guys should have a Mama Medeiros. You guys should have a collection of shirts. I would really like to see one day at the CrossFit Games. I want to see the whole family. I think we're getting you guys decked out for the game. So good luck to your son. I can't wait to watch him. I picked him.
Yeah.
I picked him to take it again. We will. Okay, so campground idea. God, I keep getting sidetracked. Obviously the Medeiros, they have the campground. They were actually by Sean and Tommy and Talk Elite Fitness. But Ken and Amy, Sherpa Works, they're going to have an RV out there as well.
Yeah.
Me and Bill, again, we're going to figure out a time or a night where we're going to have a little meet and greet, little beers and cheers. We'll have stuff on site. So if you guys haven't got anything yet in time for the games, you should be receiving that, if not already, if you ordered in time. But we'll have the hats out there. Not the trucker hats. We'll have our sun hats out there. We'll have a lot of stuff. So we want to see you guys. This is really cool, this interaction. We have you guys in the chat, but we'd love to see you all in person.
We're going to have like name tags. Like when you go to your 20th high school reunion, it's like, hi, I'm Bob Johnson. You're like, I don't remember who the fuck you are.
But it better
you have your name on it.
Dick Butter. I don't want to know your
exactly.
I want to see
Stephon Myers, Matt Burns.
I want to see Richard's
Cat, all the Corys. Yeah. All that. That's we need to have that.
No real names allowed. Only one from your messaging. All right, let's have some fun. So Bill and I are going to sit down and go through some predictions for the CrossFit Games. This is really just off the cuff. We'll throw up the questions here so you guys can go along with us. We'd love to hear your ideas of what may or may not happen come October 3rd. I believe it's the first day of competition, which is crazy because that is
August.
Oh, what did I say? October?
October.
We are, what is today? 21st?
Yeah.
Well, God, we're less than 2 weeks.
I know, dude. So
Dang.
close.
All right. First question on the docket. What new venue can we see or will we see at the games this year? Venue, arena, different area being utilized. What do you think we can see come August?
My thing would be I think we'll be in a pool for the swimming. I think we'll do a pools thing. I mean, we've done the water for so many years, and even like with the different talking that me and you have had about the different options you could have with the pool, how you can do the different setups. I mean, I know we had one at the Aromas games, the last Aromas games. But basically, as far as having a large, full fielded competition, the last time we had a pool was 2013. So I think it's time. I could totally see that. What they're going to do with that, I don't know. I love the idea, the whittling down the beach flags basically in the water, where the musical chairs type of setup. I think that sounds super cool. But I can see the pool for sure. Ice skating rink, that would be fun.
I was like, this is the wrong time of year. I'm sure Madison is built with it during the I think pool 2, I'll go as far as it'll be pool only and there'll be no lake. So I don't think
I don't think they'll do both either.
Yeah.
I think the swim will be like, here's the swim event. It's in the pool. The lake is out for swimming anyway.
Here's a question from Dan Dye. How would you describe Boz's style of programming, and how would you rate it so far? I want to wait for let's answer this question after the games.
Yeah,
we've
only had what, 5 events?
Yeah, we've got the quarterfinals, so that's 5 events. We've got the last chance qualifier, 9 events. We also got the rope climb. So we've had 11, but it's all been mostly online. So hit us up with this after the CrossFit Games.
Yeah.
Because I have some idea, but the games will be more of a confirmation of what I think.
Yeah.
Kenneth, yes, Bill mentioned the pool in 2020. And he also agrees that 2020 don't count. But yes, I could see pool, but no other swim beyond that.
Yeah.
The question I have to tail off of that is, what do you think? Because morning chalk up, albeit whether you like this or not, I'm in the camp of I don't care for this level of info finding. But what do you think is going to happen in this mapped city course?
Are you putting it up?
Yeah. Because they have, I guess there's permits, they go digging through these permits, and it's almost like opening up your Christmas presents beforehand. Like, I don't really see the fun in that.
See, I don't see it that way. I see it as, you see the size of the box of the present. So because you see a big box that's wrapped up, you're like, oh, it's going to be, so you now are going down your list of Christmas presents, and you are separating out all the big things,
You know what? Okay, I'll take it a step further. It's also going up to that one box and then shaking it.
Yeah, totally.
I don't want to, and for me, I don't want to see the boxes. I don't want to shake my box. I just want to see it on Christmas Day. I like that excitement. So this is more of a personal thing. I'm not really trying to, I mean, I guess you could say I'm attacking to him, but
I don't see it as an attack. I think what it is it builds, for the sake of competition, it builds the excitement of what could it be. I mean, and that's one of the fun things about our sport is, the unknown and unknowable. It's like, what exciting new things are they going to do? So knowing that they have that makes you think like, okay, here's now this new layout. Obviously, it's going to be something that has, I mean, you wouldn't go and get permits where you have to block off streets unless you're going to be using it for something. You're going to be doing something with it. So I don't think, me personally, I don't necessarily see like a crit race or anything like that. I love the idea of a triathlon. I think that like an actual triathlon, I think would be really, really cool. But I again, my personal opinion of that they're going to put a swim in the pool kind of takes it out unless that's connected. And I don't know the areas down there to even know where a pool would be located. So I'm not really sure where that is, but I could see some sort of a distance thing. Maybe they're going to do a burden run. Because I think that if they repeat an event,
save that.
Okay, but I'll just say that.
So I'm in the camp of no triathlon because I think they're going to use the pool for its own event, not a multi-event event. Like I think we could get some type of multiple round knockout or interval style swim thing, not mixed with another movement. I wouldn't be. I think it'd be cool if they did a biathlon. So a biathlon. Well,
see, to me that would be boring as fuck.
It's just biking and running.
No, I know. It's like, okay, well then just do the 333s. You know what I mean? Like just do. Like to me, that's kind of the same thing all over again. I could see it. It makes sense.
Steeplechase.
I don't know. I don't know. As much as I like the crit race, I don't know if they would do something like that again.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. It was one of those things. It was cool at the time, but I think it's like, that was really cool. Yeah, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Good with that. I don't know.
Oh, question from Todd. What is the burden run?
Ooh. So what year was that? 13. 13. It was a long run into a pig flip. First time they saw the pig flip. Had no idea, weren't allowed to touch it. Mm-hmm. Then it went into a log carry run to a sled drag in the Coliseum. So when this was down in Carson, and they used basically all the venues that we had available. They used nice way to pull that up. So long run around the entire complex. They did the pig flip in the track. Oh, that was such a fun 2.1 mile run. That was such a good one to watch.
If you guys are just listening to the podcast, you're missing a full 2-minute recap of the burden run in 2013 from YouTube. But what's crazy about this is where they used every facility basically in Carson, California. There's the iteration of the pig. God, wasn't this Garrett
version 1? Yeah, he was a rookie.
Yeah. So if you guys know the pig as it is now is the big red refrigerator domino thing, this was version 1. And Todd, you're right. It is horrible. Rich did not win this one. Stefan, that man that just got on screen won this one. And the big thing about 2013 was Jason Khalipa won the burden run. The next event was the half marathon row with a 2K buy-in
race. Yeah.
It won its own event. He won the 2K and he won the half marathon. He won the first 3 events of the CrossFit Games that year. And his finish there, as you can see Rich running on screen now, he had a lot of problem with this, struggle with that one. This is where Chris Henshaw really came onto the scene because his work with Jason Khalipa, getting him to win these big endurance events.
Yeah.
Was the
that was of all
Chris Henshaw in aerobic capacity seminars and stuff.
Of all the long endurance sort of events that the games have had, that is my favorite one. It has so many good pieces to it. And one of my favorite ingredient list is body weight stuff where you can kind of buzz, and then boom, something heavy. Buzz, boom, something heavy. And they had the run, and they all pushed the run. And then they got to that pig, and it was like I mean, you saw these big, strong athletes on the men and the women's side get like stuck in the mud, and they were struggling, and you could see like frustration, and then they could pick up that log, and the log, it was more of a, it wasn't that it was the weight that was hard, it was just awkward. It's an awkward piece. And then
Yeah.
that sled, same thing. So they kind of lighten it up
Dude,
on that, and
sled.
then they get to that sled. I mean, and there's Rich. I mean, the guy's a beast, and look at the struggle that he had at the end. He's like, I can't get this thing across. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
Such a cool event.
All right. So venue, city, new question. And this goes on with what you're about to talk about in the same vein. Will we have a repeat event this year? And if so, what do you think it's going to be?
Well, and I'll go with what I said on that one. I think it'll be a Burden 2.0. Every time they've done a 2.0, it's had pieces indicative of, I mean, obviously we're in a completely different location, so you can't have the exact same setup. But I do think that is an event that has not been repeated, even closely repeated up to this point. And we've had other ones that are similar, and I think it would be a really, I just think it would be really fun to watch. Like the Madison Burden, or whatever they want to call it, something like that.
Yeah. I've wanted them to do something like that again, a more updated version. But when you think about it, what really needs to be updated to that event?
Are you talking about like the log or the? I mean,
like maybe what the
how would I reframe it?
Made of, but like when you look at it, because there's a lot of times like, oh, we look at, say, like we couldn't do Fran at the games ever, not anymore. They're just it's not. It's a transition height dependent work event now with games athletes, right? There's a lot of things we can look back on and we can update them or modernize them with the athletes that we have, right? So we're 10 years removed from the Burden Run.
Oh, I hear what you're saying.
What really would you need to change with that? Or could you just run it back?
I honestly think you could run it back, especially with the setup that they have at Madison now. Because if I look at what the problems would be, it's like, okay, the logs, you can get pretty close with the weight of the logs, but what you could update with that is you just do a heavy ruck.
Yeah.
So they throw a ruck on the back. So you're carrying a weight for a certain
used to have.
Or the big long sandbag, same thing. You know that it's the same weight. You're not going to have a drier piece of wood than another one, or anything like that. The pig is a pig. I could see that. I like the run distance. It was not the normal set, so it's a little bit more and pushes them a little further than what they would normally go. And what I like about doing it in Madison is now when you have any sort of a sled drag, you have turf that is exactly the same consistency, the same dry, the same wet, the same everything, so that everyone gets the same thing. Because every time they did any sled work in Carson especially, there was always the issue of that is a wet soccer field that has a bubble set to it, so the water all goes to the outside. So you're either going to get dry grass or you're going to get wet grass, and that's going to completely change what we have going on. So I think the location itself makes enough of a change to be able to repeat that ish. With the repeat being, it's like if you were to do a triathlon in Tempe versus a triathlon in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You're still doing the same length. You're still doing the same distance. You're still doing the same setup, but it's a different location. So there are going to be little variations based on that. And the location variation updates the event appropriately.
Yeah.
Fixes those holes.
Bruce had thrown out there, add a vest. Could you Yes. Would that be a cool twist? Yes. I just think the burden run itself is so great. It'd be nice to see a Madison version, but not altered too much. I think it'd be really cool for the athletes to do. Because I mean, you talk to any athlete now that didn't get to do that. That is definitely an event I would want to do that. That just
Yeah.
looks so out of the box and out of the ordinary. And what you could do there, which would be really nice that they didn't get to really do it in Carson, is you can do most everything in that event at the outdoor facility.
Yep.
So, for example, the 800-meter course ish just goes around. That's what they did last year with the Toes to Bar event.
Yeah.
You could do 3, 2, 1, go, 3 laps around there. That gets you, I mean, or 4. Make it 4 laps. There's 2 miles, right? There's your 2.1. There's 2 miles, 4 laps. You can see these people go by. They have to come in and out of the stadium, maybe each lap. And then all the pigs are just sitting there on the field, and they flip it all the way to the other end of the end zone where the feedback's waiting for them. And then they go run maybe 1 more lap, or maybe it's 2 laps on the inside. So everyone gets to watch them drop the bag, and then there's a sled at the end that they pull it across the other length of the field. Like you could do all of that in one spot and still almost exactly mimic the burn run from there. A couple ones we got here is actually 2 or 3 was chaos. Todd, Corey, Renata. Here's the thing. I think a chaos was a one-off, and they should never do that again. Unless it's like 20 years from now.
Are you talking the idea or that exact event?
Just the concept, where a blind event, maybe 20 years is excessive, but that's one of those that I loved.
It was great in theory, but I don't know if it was. I love the event. I thought it was awesome. I don't know if it was really appropriate at that level, because because you don't know what you're doing, you now have all these variables that don't necessarily test your fitness, per se. So, but it's a super cool event.
If they did it again, they could do a better job of making better movements for it. Like chaos, the concept was cool. I didn't really care. Wasn't in love with the movements.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let me ask you this then, on that chaos realm. Do you like the idea of chaos, that idea, that setup, or the concept, or the idea of the, what year was that? 2010 games, where they had you sequestered, you got in, and then you were told, here's your workout, 3, 2, 1, go. Where they did that 3-piece one there.
Yeah.
So you know what you're doing, but you don't have the prep time. Whereas in the chaos, you have no idea what you're doing.
I like the.
Let's say chaos. What about chaos, where they tell you right before you go what the event is?
Okay.
Does that change? Does that change?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not saying don't do it because I didn't like it. I loved it. I just don't. I loved it because
better movements. You can change the movements.
14 years, or whatever, to do it, and I think they should wait another 10. Bring it back. You know what I mean? Like bring it back. Bring it back. But that's one of those, is like, you guys got really lucky. You got to do this, and maybe we'll do it again one day. But I don't want it to be like, oh, every 3 years. I wonder what the chaos event is going to be. I liked that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Strongman Sphere, Kenneth.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. All right. So we both kind of agree on the burden run.
Yeah, totally.
And just off of like, do I want there to be? Do you think there is going to be? Like, I
honestly think there is.
I think it's going to be.
I think with the things that we've seen and the vibe I get from Boz. I mean, Boz is OG, and I can see him wanting to tip his hat to some of the things that we have done in the past. Not like, all right, this is the theme that's going to be running through the whole deal, but like, a way to give a little nod. I could see that. So I think there will be something.
Fabrice said King Kong or Godzilla. King Kong's too easy now.
Oh yeah, that's a joke for those guys.
King Kong's too easy, and they already did that at the Syndicate, right?
2.0.
2.0. None of the movements from the previous King Kong. All right, next question. Will we see a new event format at the games? So, for
like
example, event
AMRAP,
format, yeah, we've got
intervals.
AMRAP, EMOMs, 2223, something that we haven't done yet, and that might be the easy question. The next question would be is what do you think is available that we haven't done yet that Boz may try to sneak in on people?
Todd, I was just thinking
look
that.
at you,
Yeah,
bro.
I was just
Has
thinking
there ever
that.
been a death by? No, there has not.
No, I could see something like that because I'm thinking, I think that we're in the realm of like the intervals. We played with it,
look
so
at
I
you
could see that.
guys.
I could see that really popping in there.
Stefan Tabata.
Oh dang!
Wow, these are great. I was not even thinking about these. The one thing I do like, what Todd's going with is Boz has already kind of alluded to that per the Masters semifinal qualifier.
Yeah. I like that idea.
John Robichaux, a Kalsu type wad. Speaking of Kalsu, did you see Jim Lebonsky today? Today is
he
Kalsu.
did it?
And he's giving me so much shit.
Why was I thinking that you were going to be doing it today?
Because he kept saying that I was going to do it.
Oh. I'm like, man, how is it that Chase hasn't told me he's going to do Kalsu today?
No, fuck that. I'm not doing Kalsu today. It took him 23 minutes to do it. I'm not doing Kalsu today. Okay, so
so fun.
Now here's what I'm thinking, and I'm gonna say it because I have dodged this. I have dodged this workout like a DEFCON 3 ex-girlfriend. I'm turning 40 on November 8th. I will do Kalsu before I turn 40. How about that?
Okay.
It's like, oh, what's the big deal? Everybody is like, I have a very big problem with this event. Like, there's a big problem with me, like psychologically with this event. And so you wanted me to do it today. I'm in no shape, like physically, to even attempt something like that right now. But to own up to that, I will do Kalsu before I turn 40.
Okay.
So I turn 40 November 8th, which is a Tuesday or something like that. I go out of town that week to celebrate. So I will do it before I leave town. But I'm putting it out there into the universe to all of you watching the live stream. I will do Kalsu for the first time and the last time.
I will tell you something that will help you
really
is if you think about it, it will fuck you up. This event, this workout, because it's a workout, right? In this scenario, this workout is one of the ones that you just have to start and just go, because then by the time you're in it, you're like, well, shit, I'm here. Because the hardest thing for that one is to go, oh my God, I got to get all the way through 100 of these things.
Yeah.
Just start.
Oh.
Don't even warm up for it.
Look, I don't go to the warm-up school of Bill Grundler. Okay.
Just go. I'll commentate it.
John. Yeah. We'll start an only OnlyFans. Is that what you're trying to say, Stefan? Welcome to my OnlyFans. I'm gonna start a CrossFit OnlyFans. Yes, that's great. Yeah, we might do something like that.
All right, let me ask you this. Are you going to do the version of you start with the burpees or you start with the
Yeah.
thrusters?
Start with the burpees.
Good man. Okay. You're already
Yeah.
on the first. You're
Like,
already on the
yeah.
good foot.
Yeah. All right. Back to our original question. New format. I tell you what.
I do like the death by. That was a damn good choice. That
Yeah.
right there just wiped any of my other ideas off the table.
Yeah. Oli Franz. Oh, that does sound better. Get Savon to do it. Yeah, I think Todd nailed it.
I think that would be. I think it was a great test to see what would happen with the wall balls with the Masters.
And that was 2 minutes. It wasn't even a death by.
Right.
Minute. Death by is typically on the minute.
But that at that level with those
Yeah.
athletes, oh man, because it just gets that. I love that idea. I
Yeah.
love that. I don't
Well
even
done,
care what
Todd.
I don't even care what the movement is. I don't even care.
And here's where I think this falls in line with the question of like Boz programming. Boz likes to see athletes struggle in the most simple ways. Like there's nothing hard about a death by format until it gets hard and it happens so fast, like a freight train. And the best description we came up with was when you're sitting in a room that's filling up with water. Like even when it's at your ankles, your waist, you're wading water, like you're fine. And then as soon as your head touches the ceiling, straight panic
Not
mode.
fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Not fine. Yeah, the range you have of life and death in that is literally literally one round. You have one round that you're like, uh-oh, and the next round you're done.
Yeah.
That's it, you know.
John's question, who do you think would win a death by event? If
Totally
you can
depends on the
see,
event.
if you can see their, well, not on the women's side.
Yeah, true.
If you can see their numbers, like if they have every minute where they are somewhere on the board and Tia can see that, it's over. Like the only chance anybody has is if she doesn't know where you are. On
Yeah,
the
that's true.
men's side, that's a great question.
Wouldn't you say it depends on the event? If we're talking gymnastics, if we're talking lifting, if we're talking sprinting, if we're talking
Okay.
burpees, if we're talking bar
Question
muscle
there
ups.
for you. What would be an appropriate death by movement? Easy to judge, easy to follow, won't take 20 minutes. Stefan's going in the direction.
Yeah, that would be a fun one. If they didn't already do it in the last chance qualifier, I would say thrusters. 205. 205, 145.
205.
What, you don't want to last 20 minutes?
It ain't gonna last 7 minutes, bro.
7 minutes? We had guys that were getting 20 unbroken at 185.
Yes, and they only had to do that once.
Right, but the thing is, like, if you go, okay, 1 rep the first round, 2 reps the second round. I mean, again, like, you have to let them get up to where they're getting.
Well, I also want it to like be really hard because of they can do more, not because of the weight. You know what I mean? Like I get 205 would be great, but like I was thinking like 135.
If they did 135, I'd say you'd have to do 2 reps every round.
I mean, 10 minutes, they'd be at 10. I feel like I don't see it going beyond 15. Maybe I'm just out of touch. 10 reps at 135 is going to take what? 20, 30 seconds after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, maybe by twos. I can see that because people could lose interest. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, you get to 10 in the first 5 minutes. 12, 40. Okay. Yeah. I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay,
That'd
I like
be
that.
fun. I think that would be really fun. I do like the idea of like the muscle ups. I like that one too.
Yeah, muscle ups would be cool. Sergio says, Bods mentioned in one of the podcasts that there will be one event that everyone, elite age group, etc., will do, and that would be fun to compare across Oh, yeah, it's true. He did say that.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Dave? All right, death by format. Okay.
Good call, Todd. Good call.
Good call. So that was a new format. Another question. Let's see. Will we see? This is not exactly a repeat option. Will we see a benchmark event at the games this year?
You like a named event?
Yeah. Either a hero or girl. Just a classic benchmark named test.
My personal opinion would be if we were ever to do a named event, it will never be the as written version of that. It'll be some sort of a tweak.
Okay.
Because we have so many named events, I think it's very easy to be able to come up with like a new idea of an event, but say like, oh, well, so obviously it's got these pieces, so we'll just call it that plus or that 2.0 or whatever that version sort of thing is. Kind of like the King Kong thing. It was King Kong, but it wasn't really King Kong. I don't know if I'm like, I like that we did Murph at the games, but part of me really doesn't want the hero workouts to be competition events.
Okay.
I like the idea of it being
Community.
that the reason for this is to give homage to that person rather than here's a race.
Like,
You
I
can
don't
do a
want to talk
version.
about the winner of Murph because of the CrossFit Games. I just want to talk about Murph.
I want to talk about Murph because of Michael Murphy.
I respect that. Yeah,
You know?
that's a good call. That's a good call.
Not that I didn't love watching it at the
Oh,
games.
no, I did
thought
too.
it was
I
awesome.
loved
But the more I think about it, it's kind of like, if I had to choose, at least now anyway,
Okay.
I like that. So I don't see a hero workout.
Okay.
And if
So
they
girl.
do a girl version, I think that they will have to modify it somehow. I don't think they'll do an as written. I don't see them doing Cindy or Mary. I mean, like they did
We
that.
already did
What was that?
Mary.
What was that? No, I know. Like they did that. What year was that?
2019.
And honestly, I feel that was. I don't think it did the workout justice because the athletes are too. It's kind of like when they do Fran. It's like they're too good to do
Okay.
that. That's a very good benchmark, but these are elite level athletes. They don't do benchmarks like that. They're athletically way above what the benchmark for that would be. And there's no reason for them to do 965,000 pistols and 35,000 handstand push-ups and 65,000 pull-ups when everyone else is just doing 15 rounds.
Yeah.
So
what about, and this Rich put this out there, this is what I was thinking in a roundabout way. He said Linda.
Mm-hmm.
Linda is also Boz's favorite CrossFit workout. He also loves the 10-to-1 format.
Mm-hmm.
So what my thinking was, oh gosh, Dan, I hope they
gross.
Ava's that's a girl benchmark.
Yeah.
That's kind of turned into a hero.
Yeah,
anyway.
Sort of.
No, I think that would be way too much. It's irresponsible. Another event I've dodged over the years would be regional Linda. So this is like a two-parter, checking off the last box. A repeat event, regional Linda, but from 1 to 10.
Oh, so flip it.
Same weights, no change. You just change the direction that they go. So instead of 10-to-1, 1 to 10.
Would be really fun to do.
It'd be also fun to compare. Like, can someone 5 years later beat a time,
a descending set
in the ascending way?
That'd be crazy.
It would be crazy, but imagine what that would show as far as the evolution of the athletes just in a matter of 5 years?
I think that what it would show is that like, oh, CrossFitters got back on the bench again.
Well, they
Because
have
I
yeah,
don't
you
think
have a field that has been vetted through bench press to get here.
right, that's what I mean. Like, I don't think it was showcased, "Oh, man, you know, these guys can barbell cycle cleans better, or they
Mhm.
can deadlift a light weight better." Whether they go up or down, I think that the majority of the athletes can handle that weight and that rep. The hang up piece would be the bench, or was the bench, and I think would still be that would be the big change. I think that's where you would see your big change.
Okay.
It would be really
I
fun to
like
do.
Todd's idea. He's talking about a version of Helen. Helen is one of my favorite CrossFit workouts. I know it's one of Boz's as well.
I do not like
They've
that
done
one.
a Helen version at the games. They did that in 2010. His beefed up version is 800-meter run, 21 dual dumbbell hang snatch, 70 pounds in each hand.
Wow, dude.
Easy, bro.
I mean,
And
and
then
I like to go heavy, but like, holy shit.
it'll be fine with 50s, I promise. And then 12 bar muscle ups. I actually think that's a really great
That's a
workout.
really good one. Yeah. That
Todd,
looks fun.
you're killing it, man. He has done good stuff with us before.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my thing that I was thinking about today when I was just thinking of some of these topics. I was like, regional Linda checks a boss box, in reverse checks another boss box, and you have a really cool, you have some cool stats to bring to the games too.
Totally. Yeah.
So, because if you did the same 5 years later, it's not even almost worth doing again. How fast some of these people will go, or maybe it is fun to see how fast people do go. It's like, hey, how fast is people's miles time now? Maybe that is a cool thing.
I as much as I love the workout, Linda.
Yeah.
And it was fun to watch it when they did it. I think it was new in the idea that they had bench. That was the first time that they brought bench out. That would be funny. I don't feel that I like it better as a training workout rather than as a race.
I agree. I'm
A
not
lot
a
of
big
weird
bench fan. Yeah.
transitions. Yeah, I just think that there's a lot of things to it. But that's not to say I don't love what it is. I mean, it's super fun. Like I love that. I probably have done that one, I don't know, 10 times.
Oh wow.
This is fun. Especially when you're like at the old school, when you are in a regular Globo gym and you're like, oh man, I can bench and I can clean. So you're kind of like Globo gymming, but you're not really Globo gymming. You're kind of CrossFitting, but you're not really CrossFitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
What about repeating the final from 2012? 2012. Elizabeth,
Nah,
Isabel, Fran.
nah,
No.
nah. I think that
Not power clean, like make it legit, Elizabeth. So squat clean, Elizabeth.
I think for the level of athlete that we're dealing with, the classic version like that is not a benchmark anymore for an elite level athlete. I think it's a benchmark for the general population of CrossFit. If they're going to do it, I think they need to bump it up.
All right, last one before we move on. What about Fantasyland?
I think that the games always has a version of Fran in it. They always have some thruster set up. They always have some pulling, some sort of gymnastic pull to it. I do like that one because you have the variance of the movements. What's the rep set on that?
So I believe it's Fran. So 21, 15, 9 thrusters and pull-ups, 95 and 65, and then 15, 12, 9 chest to bar and thrusters at 115 and 85, and then 12, 9, 6 of bar muscle ups and thrusters at 135.
Yeah, I love that.
It also piggybacks like something what we did in the open.
Mm-hmm. I do like that. I could see that. To me is like, okay, we're taking a named workout, which is part of our culture. So you're giving homage to the culture of what we are, but you're ramping it up to where now you can race it. Doing Fran is not a race for these guys anymore. Doing something like this is now a race because you have the transition, you have the increased capacity of all the pulling and the thrusters that you have to do. I think that's awesome. I like that one. I mean, that would be a painful one, but it would be that's a
I
good
think
one.
it'd be freaking cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing. Remember when Hobart and Rich did this in their like
Yeah.
garage?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait, what was let me go back. What was the what was the Yep, that's what it is.
Yep. Good call.
Thrusters pull-ups, thrusters chest to bar, thruster bar muscle-ups, 21 15 9, 15 12 9, 12 9 6. I mean, it'll slow everybody down. You still get Fran in there. So now you have like Fran times to open things up to that'd be fun to talk about. I don't know.
I do like that. I do like that.
Okay.
But see, but I don't see Fantasyland as a benchmark. I see it as a twist on a benchmark.
Okay.
So it ups the scale for the classic, the classic Just Fran or the classic whatever, Just Isabel, the classic,
Yeah.
Look at the tempo. The cool thing about this is because especially with these guys, I mean they've been competing for so long. They know that like winning Fran does nothing but fuck you.
Yeah.
It's like, go ahead. You guys go ahead and win. Go get your PR on Fran. Go do that.
Yeah. Yes, that was just so long ago. All right. Next order.
That was a good question.
Next order. Thank you. I'm glad you like my questions.
I do.
What will the strength event be this year?
So what have you had so far that vetted through? We did a clean and jerk complex. There was a total event, the other total event. So that has a deadlift in it. What else did they do? We haven't done it. We haven't done a heavy overhead squat.
Well, we did in quarterfinals.
Yeah, that's the other total. You're right. 5-rep max thruster.
Ooh.
From the rack.
Barbell complex similar to the bear complex from Brandon. Macho Man. Macho Man checks a couple boxes.
Does.
Checks the EMOM death by format per se.
Yeah.
John, I think
it's just too close to the 3-2-1 that we just did.
Bear complex. Yeah, that's true. Clean and jerk. So 2019 we did the clean platform. 2021 we did the snatch. We haven't done the clean and jerk. I don't think they should do the platform thing again. Sumo deadlift. I would like to see a ladder.
A thruster ladder.
Thank you. Okay. You done.
Yeah.
Let me say it.
Sorry.
Yvette, Macho Man is 3 power cleans, 3 front squats, 3 push jerks. Originally written as 185 and 135 every minute on the minute until you quit. I think Fraser did it at 205 and did 20 minutes and then just decided to stop. That's the legend of Matt Fraser. Yes, that's what I wanted it to be, is a thruster ladder race.
Yep.
Just like we've had with cleans, snatches, and clean and jerks. I want to see thrusters. So 5 bars, ascending in weights, 1 rep at a time. Okay, so 1 rep, as opposed to like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because we had different versions, but just like the old speed clean ladder, but thrusters. Or do you want to see reps?
I think for thrusters, I think that would be super fun to watch. I like the idea though. My choice would be the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just because I think thrusters, otherwise it ends up being like a squat, clean, and jerk sort of thing. You know what I mean? It ends up turning
Oh,
into a
yeah.
cluster rather than a thruster.
I'm
So
down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I like that. I think that would be super fun.
I think a ladder would be sweet.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good to have that race back in the Coliseum. We haven't had a speed ladder since 2018. We had
Dude,
the ones
that would
that
be such
we
a
had the
fun
ones
race
in
to watch.
2020, but that was 3 bars. It was 5 people. Nobody was there. If you want to hear, I remember standing next to Rob Orlando during the clean and jerk ladder races in 2018. And I've never seen someone that was ready to run through a brick wall. Like the volume, like you think the volume was loud when people hit, like when Annie hit her 200-pound snatch, like you thought that was loud. The volume that you hear in ladders when it's coming to the final bar and making or missing is unlike anything I've heard in the Coliseum.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, I think you're right. A 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, would you do multiple rounds still? So like knockout rounds?
Yeah. And as you advance, the weights go up.
Okay. Ooh, pressure situation. So it got announced that cuts will be happening. And the cuts will happen on Saturday night. So they're just doing one cut. They're cutting from 40 to 30 on the individuals and 40 to 20 on the team side. What if, I mean, because when is the lift event? When has that typically been? When was it last year?
Friday night?
Yeah, maybe it is Friday night. It should be a night event. It should be like the last event of whatever day.
That either keeps you in or out.
Yeah.
That cut.
Right. Like that's a cut line event.
That would be sick.
Let's see. Yep. Last year, event 12, which would be Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Event 12, 1 rep max snatch was the cut event in 2021. 2020, no. 2019. 2019 was Saturday night, clean event. That was the last one. What was 2018? I think that was. So we've had 2 years back to back. 2018, it was bicouplet 1 and 2. So no. All right.
That would be such a fun race to watch.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Okay. So is that what you think it'll be? Some type of ladder?
That's what I want it to be.
Okay. What do you think it will be?
Because I want that, I think it will be that. I'm gonna put it out in the universe. I hope they don't do. I hope they don't do an overhead squat.
No, they're not. Todd asks, do you think they'll ever do a max lift, but you have to buy in and do it with fatigue? So like some type of like every 2 minutes you have to go up and wait until you miss of like he says, a 20 cal bike into the lift and then go back to the bike each time or something like that.
I mean, I see that as the moving platform event where the athletes kind of snake around the platforms and you have a bike or whatever the object is and the bar. We did that with double unders and then snatches. I think that was
2012 snatch ladder at
Yeah.
regionals.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could see something like that, but again, like I mean, I don't know. Could they do it? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm voting the thrusters.
Thruster ladder be sick. I've been wanting to
So
do
far,
that.
all I want is I want the burden run. I want a thruster ladder race.
All
I
right,
want
so
a
see,
death
this is
by.
how we predict programming, right? We're gonna have a death by event. Shit, dude. What if the death by event is the pool event?
Even better. Rad. Check.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, every minute swim across the width of this pool, which is like 20 meters, which can be done in 15 or 20 seconds. And while cutting, in the last 5 in each set is out. So now you got to be like, I don't want to go too fast too soon because then I'll get tired and then I won't be able to sustain that.
But I got to
Actually,
stay
that's
in
exactly
somehow.
what we described last time. That was what we wanted.
Yeah.
Every minute, on the minute, width of the pool, last 5, each length gets cut.
Musical chairs.
Musical chairs. It's awesome. All right. 2 more questions. Will we have a new piece of equipment? And what would you like it to be?
I like when there is a new piece of equipment just because it's something I always really like the idea of being tested with something that you can't do in the gym. And Rogue has always been able to build and create elements of that with different things. What kind of thing do I think that they've been missing? I don't really know. I can't, at least offhand.
Byron's got to
know.
go.
Atlas stones. Oh, a ladder, the race for the strength event.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they did that at the Rogue Invitational.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Like they did that strongman event head to head.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Todd Rockwall. Yeah. Truck pulling. We got to make this somewhat CrossFit related.
Yeah, I don't.
They used Atlas stones 1 year at the Invitational.
They did. That was a big one.
Like,
seeing like Dan Bailey's short little arms, he can't even get his arms halfway around that thing. I don't know how he picked it up. His hands didn't even get to the halfway point around that big ball.
Yeah. Well,
was it 250 pounds, I think?
Yeah, that's
180?
that's right there. Yeah, like it's like 240 or something is like that big heavy ball that most can get through, but it's so odd. It's just really hard to get your arms around.
Yeah.
A handstand ramp like a seesaw. Jesus. That would actually be really cool.
I think we've done them in the past. That I know 2010 they did the rope wall. We had to use the rope to climb up over the wall.
Yeah.
I could see bringing maybe something back like that. Not like not the hay bale wall that gets smaller and smaller after every heat that goes and uses it, but like an actual wall to have to get up and over. I think they haven't had one of those in a while. I could see something like that.
Ooh. Rich's forgotten cousin. Move 10 Atlas stones from point A to point B, different weights. You choose the order. That's it.
Oh, it's like this. That's like the wheelbarrow race, the sandbag wheelbarrow race.
Yes, but with stones.
Yeah, I like it.
That is a very Boz-like test.
Yeah, do work.
Just, you have this.
Here's the task.
Go this far, put them all over there. I like to choose whatever weight you want. I could see them doing that and maybe on the safe side, do it with like different weighted Husafel bags.
Isn't that too close to like what they did? I mean, they've already done that one twice.
They've already done that. You're right. I like Atlas stones. I like that idea. Hmm. I like that. I'm trying to think of another piece of equipment that we've never seen or used before that's out there. We've done farmer carries, we've done Slater log carries, water jug carries. They did sandbag carry things at the Rogue Invitational last year. A sandbag hold. Huh? I mean, the sandbags or the cheese curds. I hate calling them.
Ooh, a one-man worm.
A one-man worm.
So a very long sandbag, but for one person. So
Okay.
you know how you have like you'll have the
Like
sack
a body
one?
pillow?
Kinda, yeah. So like now you have to deal with like maneuvering that whole thing up and around, and whether you're running or whatever it is you're doing, something like way awkward that way. So you have this weight. It's like a sand slosh pipe, but this one's like all wobbly. Slosh pipe is cool too. That's old school.
Speaking of old school, Todd, how old are you, man? How long have you been in this game? You remember when the teams did that?
Yeah.
Swinging yoke. Did we ever make a top 5 list of the most dangerous things at the CrossFit Games?
We have not.
Or did we do a top 4 list of things we wish they would retire from the CrossFit Games? I
We did
remember that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do a top 4 list of the most dangerous movements or pieces of equipment in CrossFit Games history.
That thing is like dangling guillotines all over the place.
Cyclone bag. Yeah. I like these. Rock climbing wall. I mean, that'd be cool. That's it's actually not that hard to assemble. There's companies that just do that for like
totally. Yeah.
I mean, like a speed climbing wall. Shit, you got John Wood in there.
Yeah, totally.
Dude calls that stuff on ESPN already. I like these ideas. I want to go, if I had to pick one, a new piece of equipment, I would like to see an Atlas stone. Now, this is in the same vein, and this is going to be our last question. You guys have been so fun. God, you guys are getting better and better at this. If we don't have a new piece of equipment, will we have a new movement? And what do you think it could be? Roller derby. Thanks, Corey. Rollerblades.
Maybe that's what the permit stuff was for, so that you could have, instead of a bike crit, we're doing rollerblading. It's a speed skate. Everyone's gonna look like Apollo Ono, you know.
God, I'm not even gonna say what we used to call rollerblades back in the day. It is not PC. But I will be telling Bill once we turn the cameras off. The iron hold. Is that where they hold like the thing out in front of them straight ahead?
You straight, I think or is that to the side?
It's
like an iron cross out to the side, yeah.
Oh yeah. Greased pig catching. Triple unders. Janelle, if they program triple unders, I'm done with this sport. I think that's never.
Nah.
Start doing backflips then. No, they don't have to happen eventually. Just like backflips don't have to happen. Iron cross. So new movement. Oh. I like Todd's. Outside the box. Yeah.
Done it already.
We did a max broad jump.
Right. It was that was the skill test.
Though no one got to see it.
That's true.
What about having broad jumps within a event? Like they just have a 6-foot distance that is part of a workout or an event, like handstand walk, 10 broad jumps at a fixed distance.
I've put
Yeah,
those in.
the
I've
triple
put those in a
unders
workout before. Like it
are a
sucks.
gimmicky. The triple unders are a gimmicky movement. No more. I'm not going to address that anymore. Stop. I'd rather have a softball throw. Thank you, Corey. Sorry, what'd you say, Bill?
I've programmed broad jumps into events here at the gym,
Did it
and
have that?
it's.
Remember
I
a
mean,
jump
it's
down?
hard.
Was that part of the what was the movement thing we did during COVID? What was that called? That Loud and Live did. Was that part of their programming,
Oh,
or was that part of CrossFit's? Because CrossFit did another thing online. One of them had like 4-foot broad jumps.
that's not a broad jump.
Well, no, but at the games, maybe 6.
That's a skip.
Yeah.
That's
A
a
long
skip.
step. All right, I have one. If I'm under the opinion that if you can standardize a wall walk, you can standardize a Turkish get up. Just have certain points of contact that they need to pass through on the way up and on the way down. So, for example, you're starting on the floor. You can't stand up without one knee starting from the floor, right? Because, some people will like tuck both their heels underneath them and stand up and fall back down. So it's like roll up to one knee, stand up, feet must come together. One knee must touch the ground before any other body part comes in contact, and then lay back to the floor, and then keep them inside this box that they have to stay in. So, you can like, I'll do 10 Turkish get ups and I'll move the length of my gym.
Right.
If you go outside your box at any point in time, it's a no rep completely.
I like that for a strength event.
Yeah.
I like that for a strength event. Racing it, I think is
no.
I don't like it for racing it.
I mean, it's a 3-point in contact.
Yeah.
Off one knee, feet together, down on one knee. What you do between show control at the bottom and the top. So when you lay down, you have to secure it, and they'll say good. Kind of like they did I mean, if they do freestanding handstand push-ups, you tell me they can't do a Turkish get up?
That's your body coming up and down. This is you falling down with weight over a locked arm, and if people's elbows are going up, I mean, because I don't see them doing it with like 35 and a 50.
They did ring handstand push-ups 10 feet in the air, Bill.
No, they had a big old crash pad underneath them. I know, I get it. And they weren't upside down anyway. They were doing like partial push-ups, so it was okay.
Yeah. No.
I love the idea as a strength event. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. I wonder if it would be like the Secret Service snatch test, where it's like 10 minutes of max kettlebell snatches, but just like 10 minutes of max Turkish get-ups. And they have to alternate arms after each one.
Yeah.
But make it heavy. But make it heavy so you can't do it wrong because of the weight.
Yeah. If you guys haven't done Turkish get-ups, do the Hero Wad Arnie.
Ooh.
That's overhead squats, kettlebell swings, and Turkish get-ups with the 70-pound. It's heavy. And you go back and forth from arm to arm. If you want a good one, do that one. Then you'll be able to find out exactly where you are. I love the idea. I don't think that they would do it. I don't think that they're going to get. I really don't think they're going to get overly risky.
Yeah. I mean, I could see them being a bit conservative, being it's like the first turnover of programming, and they don't want to look like Boz said. He said he did an interview with Sean and Tommy on Talking Elite Fitness, is like he doesn't want people to look at this year and them know that Boz did the programming, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Like
totally.
if we see a bunch of like handstand holds on parallettes and Turkish get-ups and we see a lot of crazy things like that. And you can like see a clear distinction when the programming switched hands. He doesn't want that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd just throw it out there. What about you? What's
I really honestly, I don't think that they'll do anything new. I think they're going to play conservative.
okay?
They'll
like
just stay with the classic movements. Like, let's get through this year. Let's have everyone liking everything, not to go, oh, what's this weird movement? I don't see them wanting to throw that into the mix. They want to make this year good.
Okay. That's part of the answers too. I like it. I agree. I agree with that. All right. Well, now I can't wait to see what it is.
I know.
Odd single leg alternating toes to bar.
No.
Yeah, that's about as cool as toes to rings.
Toes to a single leg alternating toes to ring. There you go.
I'd rather have triple unders. I take it back. Bring it back. Stefani might throw in some strict movements. Yes, it just, unless it's pushing, it's so freaking hard. It's so hard. Hey, Sean.
What up, dude?
I think we need an event where Chase says mean, heartless things to the athletes' faces, and the last person to start a petition wins. Oh, I couldn't think of a better way to end this podcast. That's it. That's what it's going to be. This is the event I've been waiting to call. It's not the pool event. I have yet to announce like a legitimate pool event. That was oh, that was it. That was great. I'm so glad you jumped in for a second there. All right, team. Hey, thanks for joining along with us. That was super fun. I can't wait to just see what actually unfolds. We are T-minus 2 weeks away. Next on the docket, what do you think? Someone told us to analyze the programming of the Canada West Games because that was Matt Fraser's first competition.
That's actually a good idea. Yeah, we should do that.
Is that what you guys want to? I feel like we get a strong text message afterwards, depending on what we said. But
right, that's all right. Hey, that's all right.
I would say, Todd, bearing Chase's burdens right before the burden run. That's right. That's right. I think it's a good idea. So maybe we'll do that.
Okay.
So starting things back up next week, we will sit back and analyze the Canada West programming from HWP. Oh, see how it was. I haven't looked at it yet, so
I haven't looked at it either. Yeah,
that was a good idea. So that's what we'll do until we get to the games, and then who knows? So if you guys ordered all your OG gear for the games, the tie-dye shirts, the straw hats, the patches, all that should be sent out to you already if you haven't gotten it yet. If you want to wait till you're at the games, come see us on site. We'll let you guys know when we are going to be out in the RV park grounds. Oh, and speaking of Sean and Tommy, we had
our event with them. Yeah,
we had our Shoot the Shit Friday last week. We were talking game stuff this week. We're going to collaborate forces next Friday live on YouTube with Talking Elite Fitness, and we are going to do a Shoot the Shit Friday Games edition with all of you. So make sure you guys bring in your predictions, your comments. We're going to have a lot of, it's like some dollar bets out there.
Oh, dang.
Dollar bets? I don't know. So you guys bring in some great topics. You guys got in some great stuff today. I love some of those thinking caps you guys have out there. It was a really cool, fun brainstorm sesh. Thanks to Sean for hopping in right there at the end and reminding me we got a mega episode with Talking Elite Fitness live next Friday. But until then, thank you guys for joining us today. Bill, as always.
Sir. Later on, everybody.
Peace, guys. You guys have a great weekend.